Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 2, verse 14. And the name of the third river is Hiddekel, Tigris. That is the one that flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Perat, Euphrates. This verse concludes the mystical list of the four rivers flowing from the supernal source in Eden. According to the Zohar, these rivers are not only physical or geographical, they are symbolic conduits of divine energy flowing through the Sephirotic tree, representing the primary spiritual forces by which the infinite sustains and governs creation. Each river corresponds to a sephirah and a psycho-spiritual quality in the human soul. The third river, Hiddekel, and the fourth, Perat, are interpreted by the Zohar as representing Tiferet and Yesod, respectively. The first phrase, we have the name of the third river is Hiddekel, the river of clarity and speed. The Zohar connects Hiddekel, or in English Tigris, to the word chat, meaning sharp, swift, clear. This river corresponds to Tiferet, the central sephirah, representing balance, beauty, and truth, the harmonizer between Hesed and Geburah. Hiddekel is described as a river that flows swiftly, cutting through confusion with discernment. A current of Torah wisdom, the ability to differentiate truth from illusion. The third river, Hiddekel, is the voice of Torah that flows in clarity and precision. The next phrase, we have, it flows east of Assyria. This is the borderline of illumination and power. The phrase, east of Assyria, adds another layer of depth. Assyria is associated with power, ego, expansion, forces that can dominate or distort. Hiddekel flows to the east, from the side of light and sunrise, representing the primordial light. The Zohar teaches Hiddekel skirts Assyria, not flowing through it, symbolizing that true wisdom avoids ego-driven misuse, instead channeling power through discernment and purity. This is the mystical teaching of restraint in expression, using one's voice, intellect, and influence in service of truth, not personal gain. The fourth river is Perat, the channel of fruitfulness and completion. Perat is always associated with Yesod, the foundation that channels all previous Sephirotic energies into Malkuth, the world. It is the final flow, the bridge between the inner spiritual world and outer manifestation. The name Perat comes from the root parah, which in English means to be fruitful. It is the river of transmission, fertility, and manifestation. It carries all the refined energies of Hesed, Geburah, and Tiferet and delivers them into actualization. Perat is the river of blessing, the covenant of flow from heaven to earth. The Zoharic overview, the four rivers as the four channels of the soul. The Zohar teaches that these four rivers also represent inner spiritual faculties. The river Pishon represents Hesed, the quality is loving kindness. The direction is south, which is right hand. The river Gihon represents Geburah. The quality is strength or judgment, which can be represented by the direction of north or can be represented by our left hand as well. The river Hiddekel corresponds to Tiferet, which is harmony, Torah, beauty. In this case, it represents the east, which is the Torah light. And the river Perat corresponds to Yesod, which is the quality of foundation and transmission. This one corresponds to west, which is toward the earth. So together, these rivers channel divine energy into creation and into the human being, who is a microcosmic Eden. So the mystical integration, these are the rivers within us. Each person contains these four rivers within our soul body system. So Pishon represents our compassion, generosity, and outward love. Gihon represents our boundaries, self-control, and inner fire. Hiddekel represents our clarity, balance, truth-speaking, and discernment. Perat represents our power to manifest, to connect, to create legacy and impact. The goal is to unblock these rivers, align them with the source, and let them flow in harmony through our thoughts, speech, and actions. So to summarize, Genesis 2 verse 14, according to the Zohar, completes the mystical map of the four rivers flowing from Eden, which symbolize the divine energy streams sustaining the universe and the soul. The third river, Hiddekel, represents Tiferet, the Sephirah of truth, Torah, and balance. It flows with clarity and precision, avoiding the corruption of Assyria, the symbol of egoic dominance. It is the current of spiritual discernment, ensuring power is used righteously. The fourth river, which is Perat, represents Yesod, the foundation and transmission channel. It brings all energies into manifestation, like a spiritual umbilical cord, transferring divine nourishment into the physical realm. It symbolizes fruitfulness, blessing, and sacred connection. These rivers are not just ancient streams, they are living channels within our soul. When aligned with Eden, which is our divine root, they become currents of clarity, strength, love, and purpose that irrigate our inner garden and allow the tree of life to flourish within us. We are the garden. Let the rivers flow. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.